Welcome back, everyone. It is now time for Magle Chemoswed and CEO Justin Pierce. A warm welcome, Justin. Please.
Super. Thank you. Yeah, so it's great to be here and to be able to present the company. I'll start by giving just a very quick overview in terms of what Magle Chemoswed, the holding group, looks like. And within this group, we have two operative companies, or two legs to the business. The first being Magle Chemoswed, which is a traditional CDMO offering contract development and manufacturing services, predominantly to third parties, but also undertaking the development and manufacturing work for our own products and our own technology advancements. Then we have the second organization in the group at the bottom of the slide, which is Pharmacept. Pharmacept are based in Berlin. And this is a sales and marketing organization that we acquired in June this year as part of our strategic vision to take our own products, our own developed products, manufactured at our site in Malmö into the market, predominantly in the European market as our primary market, and then also coping with our distribution network outside of our primary markets into secondary markets. So this is currently what our corporate structure looks like. A little bit about the company. We have a very simple vision. Our vision is to create innovative healthcare solutions that address real medical needs. That's both for assisting customers on the CDMO side and the Magle Chemoswed side, as well as our own products that are being pushed through on the Pharmacept side. So a lot of what we develop is really based on niche products into niche markets that have good, strong medical needs where we feel we can make an innovative difference. The company has a history as a winning company, so we've developed over 8 new products since 2006. So a very strong track record of development, not only of development, but successful registration and market entry. We're not the largest company in the world. We're currently around 85 people, now a little bit more with the addition of Pharmacept. So I think we're up to about 88 people in total. And the predominant force is sitting in Malmö, and then the sales and organization force sitting in Berlin in Pharmacept. The company itself has grown both organically and inorganically. Organically, we have grown, like I said, through the introduction of new products into the market, both on the active pharmaceutical side, as well as our own technology, which I'll address in a little bit, and the products that come out of that we develop and manufacture inside Magle Chemoswed. Inorganically, we have grown. We've had a very serious acquisition over the last 5 years, starting with the acquisition of Chemoswed, which was a manufacturing organization acquired from DuPont in 2016, all the way up to a strategic acquisition of a company called Nordic Life Science in 2019 to bring more physical chemistry, formulation chemistry, and understanding into the business. And then in June this year, the acquisition of Pharmacept, as we entered into the strategic cycle to drive into sales and marketing for our own products. So we are not scared of growing the company both organically and inorganically from strategic acquisitions when they present themselves. The company itself has a very strong leadership, both in the board as well as the executive management, with a variety of experience across different fields, from law, marketing, life science, finance, and from the medical side. So we have a very strong leadership within the company, evaluating the company and pushing us forward from a strategic perspective. Strategically, we have 5 major goals or 5 major ambitions that we're currently working on. The first of those is to establish and grow our direct sales force. This is linked directly back onto our ambition to bring to the market new product based on our technology. And this, of course, the start of that was the acquisition of Pharmacept in June. The second part of that is to increase our profitability when it comes to CDMO returns. So this is the contract development and contract manufacturing that we provide to third parties to make sure that we're really selecting the right projects and the right type of manufacturing into our facilities that give us the highest possible return. The third then, based on those returns, is the investment that we make into accelerating our own technology and our own technology pipeline in the development of new products, going into the first of our strategic targets, the direct sales and marketing organization. From a financial perspective, we'd like to see our technology products be accounting for at least 25% of our revenues in the future, and growing the revenues, and not reducing the revenues and having 25%, but having good revenue growth as well as 25% coming from our technology products, and then to have an EBITDA of around 20% or higher is our current ambition in relation to our strategic goals. So the company, we've worked very hard to diversify exactly where it is our revenues are derived from in the company. We've de-risked the company as much as we can, and the company is running in black numbers. And this is important to both the executive management as well as the board, that we maintain a profitable company. And at the same time, we are able to invest into our own research and development, our facilities and our capabilities. So box 1 on the far left there, you can see that that is the area that we are strategically looking to grow. And we're looking to grow that fairly fast. This is the development of our own products and our own technology through Pharmacept and the growth of a sales organization. Then we have a long-term out-license agreement with Becton Dickinson, which runs until 2030. And this allows us to get royalties in for a limited field use of our technology. And those royalties are paid quarterly. The other 3 blocks on the other side of that presentation slide, these are all the contract development and contract manufacturing services that we're currently offering into the market. So you can see we have a good revenue divide, we have a good revenue split, which allows us to balance the organization and ensure that we're putting resources in the right place, investments in the right place, and at the same time we're able to generate sufficient revenues to support our strategic goals and ambitions. So a little bit of a deeper dive into the business areas. The first has been the CDMO business. Here we're working with anywhere from very large clients, so you can see the GSKs and the Astras and the Alexion Pharmaceuticals, all the way down to the smaller companies around the Tecomed and more recently the Oncopeptides. So we're working with both local as well as international, both small and large companies. We do this all from our facilities in Malmö, which are fully owned, fully inspected and authorized to do the work that we do, both from an ISO 13485 perspective as well as from a GMP perspective. In here we have the full capability to go across the supply chain, so we go from idea to product in a number of these projects. The royalty agreement, as I've already said, this is a long-term agreement with Becton Dickinson. This is for a limited application for a specific product that they have out-licensed and are marketing, and this is based on our technology platform. And those royalties are coming in as a cash flow into the company on a quarterly basis, and the royalties are paid to us directly in USD. Then we have the more recent Pharmacept business. On the right, I've given some historic figures, so we can see that there's been some growth in that business. The business as a private company lacked a little bit of investment, and this is part of our strategy now as we grow the sales force and as we grow our own products into the market, is to take the existing revenues and add to them with the new products that we have. So to date, there will be 4 new products being pushed into the Pharmacept business that we will start to introduce to the market, either in very early phase clinical work to start gathering the scientific data, and then some of those are currently coming into the soft launch phase now. So Pharmacept shows a very strong potential. Our ambition is to drive new product into that and to really grow that side of the business. That side of the business is also directly linked to our technology platform. The technology platform that we currently have is wholly owned by the company. We have a very strong patent portfolio around the technology platform, under which our strategy on patenting is to patent products specifically developed rather than the platform itself. This allows us a larger flexibility when it comes to progressing the technology and growing the technology even further. So the technology is based on starch. It's what we call a DSM, degradable starch microspheres. They are fully compatible with the human body. We have developed a number of products underneath these. One that's currently on the market is for vascular occlusion, marketed by Pharmacept, and this is for basically the slowing down and stopping of blood flow around liver and lung tumors, so that those tumors can be dosed with different chemotherapy for cancer treatment. So this is something that we're currently growing. We're adding registrations into a number of different markets. And likewise, two of our more recently approved products, Smartpan. This is a first-in-class product that was developed at Heidelberg University. This is for the detection during surgery of pancreatic juice leakage. So this is a registered product now. We have CE marked the product and approved it. And this is going into clinical work currently to support it scientifically in Heidelberg in the future. Then we have Smart Gel, also based on our technology platform. This is an RX product developed directly for wound care centers, also based on the technology, that platform that we have, also ready to come into the market and currently in the soft launch phase. In terms of the pipeline, we have a very long pipeline. We have Pharmacept M, which builds on the vascular occlusion that we have with Pharmacept S, targeting mainly prostate embolization, Pharmacept L for uterine embolization. So the regulatory pathway in both those products are fairly straightforward for us, and you can see that they are fairly well advanced now as we move into the more validation phases. Underneath that, we have a number of pipeline products that are in early development phases that we are currently working with, and these will be brought forward as we drive investment into that. So all in all, as a company, I think we're an exciting company with good revenues, good products, and we have an ambitious future ahead of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Justin. So let's kick off with Pharmacept. You acquired it in April. What do you expect from the acquisition in terms of financial and strategic impact?
Financial impact, there will be an immediate financial contribution from Pharmacept due to the fact that it has existing sales. So currently within the region of between 1.4 to 1.8 million euros would be the top line contribution back in. We'd be expecting somewhere within the region of around a 10% return from that company. In terms of growth, we have a very, like I say, very ambitious growth strategy for that. We've put 3 new products into that company. We have 2 more coming out of the pipeline that'll go into that. So in the future, we would expect that to expand fairly aggressively into the market.
Okay. And what would you consider to be Magle's key innovation?
Key innovation, I think recently the Smartpan product is one that really excites us. This is a first-in-class product. There is no competitor product for this, especially in the pancreatic surgery area. And I think there's a strong demand for that product from the market research that we've done and the interviews that we've had. So I guess this is one of the major innovations that we've done. In terms of business model, I think we have a very innovative business model in the sense that we have earn it and you can spend it type model. So we have good revenue streams, good returns coming from the work that we're doing, meaning that we are quite sufficient in terms of investment of capital back into our own research and development. So depending on how you want to look at innovation.
Thank you. Sure. Is it too late, not relevant anymore to speak about the pandemic?
I think COVID, especially on the CDMO side, affected us. There's no doubt about that, and we're starting to see some signs of recovery. But it's certainly in a number of the early phase development projects that we are working in, a lot of our customers there saw a slowdown in their ability to get into the clinic, to conduct their clinical trials. So we did have a reduction in terms of work on that side. We managed to cope with that and deal with that because we have other revenue streams coming in. I think it'll take a little while for that to kick out. And on the Pharmacept side, of course, it's difficult to have direct sales and marketing into hospitals that are closed. So hopefully now it'll start coming back to normal, but it's had an impact.
Okay, so it's small steps in the right direction, if I understand you correctly.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great. And a final question to round up. Next 12 months, what should be looking out for?
Our ambition as a company would be to really drive our sales and marketing and our registration side through Pharmacept. So what to be looking out for, without making any sort of binding statements in relation to this, our ambition is to at least double or triple the size of Pharmacept over the next period of time. Whether that's in 12 months or not, I can't say, but certainly that would be our ambition. So strategically, that's where our investment and our focus will be moving forward.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Super.
and good luck on your journey.
Thank you. I appreciate it.